In this episode, we preview another one of our stops on one of our tour days, Stirling Castle. Stirling Castle, located in Stirling, is one of the largest and most important castles in Scotland, both historically and architecturally. The castle sits atop Castle Hill, an intrusive crag, which forms part of the Stirling Sill geological formation. It is surrounded on three sides by steep cliffs, giving it a strong defensive position. Its strategic location, guarding what was, until the 1890s, the farthest downstream crossing of the River Forth, has made it an important fortification in the region from the earliest times. Most of the principal buildings of the castle date from the 15th and 16th centuries. A few structures of the 14th century remain, while the outer defenses fronting the town date from the early 18th century. Before the union with England, Stirling Castle was also one of the most used of the many Scottish royal residences, very much a palace as well as a fortress. Several Scottish kings and queens have been crowned at Stirling, including Mary, Queen of Scots in 1542, and others were born or died there. There have been at least 8 sieges of Stirling Castle, including several during the Wars of Scottish Independence, with the last being in 1746, when Bonnie Prince Charlie unsuccessfully tried to take the castle. Stirling Castle is a scheduled ancient monument and is now a tourist attraction managed by a historic environment in Scotland. It is easy to be taken in with the grandeur that Stirling Castle offers, its great halls, its seemingly sturdy and impenetrable fortress, and its graceful chapel. But a favorite place in Stirling Castle is not the ornately decorated king's chambers, but rather the great kitchens of Stirling Castle. The exhibition at the Royal Kitchens is indeed eye-opening. You can almost sense the atmosphere back in the day. Like restaurant kitchens today that are intensely chaotic and stressful places, with lots of name-calling and shouting. But the food, which came in the form of stews, pies, and meats, looks good. There was even an exhibit on bread making. Pies, puddings, venison, salmon, prime beef, only the very best was good enough for royalty. See what life was like for the men, women, and children who prepared the feast for kings and queens and baked the daily bread for servants. It's a bustling scene, filled not just with people, but the dogs and cats, which also tried to survive by scavenging for scraps on the straw-covered stone floors.